Welcome back to the Taste of Vail. I've met up with Anthony Truchard of Truchard Vineyards. Hey Anthony, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great this morning.
Now you've already been out on the mountain skiing.
Of course, that's one of the reasons to come out to this event.
But this isn't your first time at the Taste of Vail. You guys have been coming here for a while.
Yeah, I think we've done it 8 or 9 times.
Do you come to a lot of these types of tastings, or do you pick and choose very carefully?
You know, maybe 4 or 5 a year, so
Okay.
Not too many, but this is always one of my favorites because of the mixed venues, this hilltop tasting and the lamb tasting. It's a lot more unique than some of the other tastings out there.
And so what wine are you pouring today?
Today we're pouring our Chardonnay. It's our 2015 Chardonnay from my family's estate. We've been growing grapes for about 43 years. And the white wines go well in the snow.
They do. Now tell me about your Chardonnay. What do you think distinguishes itself from, let's say, other West Coast Chardonnays?
You know, one of the things is being from Canaries. Canaries is a little bit cooler, so the wines have a lot more acidity to them, a little more freshness. So it's not that really big oaky, buttery style Chardonnay. It has a little more minerality and brightness to the wine.
Would you recommend this as kind of an aperitif, or is it wine you would pair with a food? How would you drink it?
A little bit of both. I think my wife and I always open it up while we're cooking dinner, and then we kind of drink it with whatever we're having if it pairs well, or if not, we'll switch to maybe a heavier red, but definitely like shellfish, any kind of seafood or chicken.
So what are some of the other wines that you produce?
You know, so being in Canaries, it's really known for Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, so we do a Pinot Noir as well, but we're also in that northeast corner where it's a little bit warmer, so we're doing some Cabs and Merlots, which we'll be pouring tomorrow night.
And what is it about the terroir in that area that really appeals to you? Why did you all base your winery there?
You know, my father founded it about 43 years ago, and one of the things he loved the rolling hills, and what's unique about Canaries is proximity to San Francisco, so all that fog that rolls into San Francisco hits Napa as well, or hits the Canaries area a little bit more forcefully, so it gets cooler climates and the rolling hills and just kind of the beauty of the area.
I want to just take a little bit different approach. I have a question for you. It's a little bit different,
okay.
And that is being a part of a family-owned business. This seems to be kind of a dying breed, so tell me about that.
You know, I was born into it, so but like a lot of kids that grow up on the vineyards, I escaped for a little bit. I became an attorney in New York, and I saw that life in Napa Valley wasn't so bad, so I came back about 15 years ago to manage the winery. You know, it has its challenges, but you know, it is a great business to be in. Our son is 4 years old, and I brought him to the tasting today.
And you know, one of the other things I'm kind of curious about is, does being in wine also make you a natural foodie? Because these things just seem to be made for one another.
Of course. I don't think you could be in the wine industry if you weren't as passionate about food, because you know, really, when we make wine, we think of it as something to complement the meal, and it's just a natural pairing. So yes, absolutely. I haven't met anybody in the wine business that's not absolutely passionate about food as well.
Okay, so you're pouring the Chardonnay tomorrow, but you're also pouring, I think, all of your wines, you're pouring the Chardonnay today, rather, but you're pouring all of your wines tomorrow.
Exactly. We are going to be pouring the Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Merlot, and Cabernet. We do make a few other varieties, but they're not available in Colorado. So everything that's available in Colorado will be pouring tomorrow night.
That brings up a great point. Where can people find your wines?
You know, there's in some of the local stores here in Vail and also in Denver. You can always go to the Vineyards website and purchase the wines. And they're in some of the restaurants here like Sweet Basil and La Tour as well.
Anthony, it was great talking with you. Thanks for coming out for the Taste of Vail.
Oh, my pleasure. Hope to be back next year.
That's the Truchard Vineyard. They're pouring their Chardonnay today. Coming up, we've got more of the Taste of Vail coming your way.